Yeah, look,
Okay, can we
they
get
are even kissing their hands. Look at this, you know. Anyway, so what is
yeah.
the second part you said you want to say? Well, the third part.
Uh, okay, this is like the two last question. Like, is Quran a subject or a poem?
Is
Why it
Quran what?
has a subject or a poem?
A subject or a point?
A subject like a poetry, like a repetitive sound ending.
You mean Saja?
And yeah, subject. It's Indonesia also.
Okay.
So in Indonesia we say subject. And from where Muhammad get this subject? And is it true that there is a hadith that Muhammad received many books in Hebrew and Syriac and told Said bin Thabit to translated them into Arabic? And also a hadith from Ibn Abbas said that if any part of the Quran is missing, you add a poem or you add sajak in it. So what do you think about Quran is a poem?
Well,
Because like
first is not a poem because you know the Quran is very stupid. It's very bad. You know, to be Arabic poetry is very. Arabic is not as an easy language. Uh, so Muhammad, because he could not make a poetry, he come with the Quran. Otherwise, the poetry is will be way more powerful. What the Quran is nothing. You know, like I saw yesterday, you know, a rat and it was so fat, and and hide under a car made by Fiat. I mean, what is this? You know. So
but
yeah, there is no
wait,
meaning. There is no meaning. There is no purpose, and there is no reason. Uh,
okay. Like I debated when one ustaz I told you before about Quran is like a poem, a sajak, like it has a repetitive end sound ending. It's like 85% of the Quran is a repetitive sound ending, and the first before and the first after, like it has nothing to do. And so it's very difficult when you translate the Quran because you cannot translate a poem, right?
yeah,
When it has a story, you can translate it easy into Indonesian language, but it has like a very even if I read the Quran in Bahasa Indonesia, it sounds so funny for me. It doesn't make sense.
it's funny in Arabic. It's funny in English. This is why they have to sing it in order to make you. They bring you someone who have a nice voice, you know, and a
Mm.
person who have a nice voice. Anything he says
Mhm.
sound nice. You know, anything, even if
Okay.
he's if he's in dirty words. Uh,
I
there is an example. There's a sheikh.
yeah.
He was in France, or I don't know, like you know, in Europe. So he said he asked a volunteer who is not a Muslim, you know, and he told him who is not Muslim can volunteer to come in the stage. And then this sheikh he recited uh, two verses. They sound the same as the Quran. One is false and one is true. You know, which mean one is
Mm.
really Quran. And then they supposedly the Quran told them that if when somebody hear the Quran, his heart will tell him that this is from God. You know. So and then he asked, they asked the guy, which one you think your heart get close to it more? The guy he said the fake one, but you don't know he's saying the fake. He chose the fake one, you know. But supposedly they thought he would choose the one which is from Allah, you know. So and you know there is tons of an example of that. The guy, if you watch the video, I will try to find it.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I know that you have viewed the video before. You played
yeah,
the video before. I saw it. Ya, jadi Quran ini sangat aneh ya kalau diterjemahkan karena bentuknya itu kayak pantun, teman-teman. Ya, pantun. Jadi akhirannya tuh sama gitu ya, mirip-mirip gitu. When I debated the ustaz, or Muslims, I curious about Surah 100 at Dariyat, I think, or at Adiyat.
okay.
Dariyat. It's very funny when I read in Indonesian translations. It doesn't make any sense,
Yeah.
and they don't know what it means, like because it's like a poem, right?
Yeah, well, it's not a poem, you know. It's you see in Arabic, I can make any Arabic word. You see, there's a very easy way in the Quran to make saja. So,
In Indonesia, we call it pantun. Pantun.
okay, yeah. As an example, here you see it says the word sajid. You can add ya neen at the end in sajidin, which mean many, and I can do that for anything. Akil, akilin, Fatir, Fatirin,
Yeah,
Naim,
yeah.
Naimin. So this
But
is
then
the
the same
easiest way.
ending.
And Muhammad, you will see here, even he could not even match. Like now, it was in here, and then he jumped to M, mustaqim. He could not continue with in. He's out of it. Suddenly mustaqim. Yeah. Uh, and not to mention that because he do that, the Quran lost its meaning, and you will find there is a
Yeah,
jump between one verse and the other verse, and there is no connection between
yeah.
them.
No connection ya between the first. Ya, it's very confusing. Ya, jadi karena mereka bentuknya pantun, teman-teman. Jadi akhirannya tuh sama ya. In seperti itu ya. Jadi dia itu kadang-kadang membentuk suatu ritme ya. Uh, it's a rhythm, right, brother? So, jadi kalau kalau kita lihat itu hampir nggak bisa diterjemahkan. Jadi kalau diterjemahkan baik dalam bahasa Inggris maupun Indonesia tuh jadi aneh gitu ya artinya. Dan ayat sebelumnya dan ayat sesudahnya itu hampir nggak berhubungan karena bentuknya pantun Quran itu ya. Okay. So so do you think we know that Muhammad did not get any revelation. So do you think Muhammad received many books in Hebrew and Syriac? So that's where he get his
Well,
Quran
Muhammad,
and
as an
he
example,
told.
there is a person. His name is Zayd ibn Thabit, ibn al-Dhahhak al-Ansari. Uh, it says that the Prophet he ordered them or ordered this man
Mhm.
to go and learn Syriac because there is a books he is
Mm,
receiving.
that's
Uh,
true.
yeah. So and this is why Muhammad he don't really he cannot claim anything. It's coming really. I mean, why you want to go and send somebody to learn it? And if you are receiving
Mhm.
from Allah and Allah is your teacher, do you have any teachers? And the Arab they accuse Muhammad that he is stealing from other people. This is why you will see the Quran said that this is they accuse him that he is taking specifically from two Assyrian slaves, Assyrian who they speak
Mm.
Aramaic.
In the
So
Quran.
yeah, in the Quran. So the
Mm.
Quran, in order to prove that this is not from them, so Allah He said, well, you know what? In chapter 16, verse number 103, it says, if you read, the
Mhm.
chapter of the bees. And here you ask yourself, I mean, the chapter of the bees, and now we are talking about what? I mean, the name of the chapter have nothing to do with the topic.
What?
So it says here, they say to him, we knew that that somebody is teaching him. But if you go and read the books, you will find that they knew the body, even they named him. And he answered them, says, oh, how they are teaching me, but they don't speak a perfect Arabic. Those are slaves, they have broken Arabic. And he is saying, and this is a book is a clear Arab tongue. But this is a stupid answer
Mm.
too. Why? Because I can listen to you now. You are talking to me in English, right?
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
you are teaching in Indonesian.
Mm.
So if I have a broken English, that will not affect your good Indonesian, even though you are not saying orange or not, which I don't like. You should put more of it. So it's a very stupid answer, because he should explain. Okay, you know what? From now on, I will not sit with them. From now on, I will because they keep seeing him with them.
Wow. Okay.
So what he said,
Okay.
oh, this is the Quran, is a pure Arabic, which is not
Okay.
true. Arabic, the Quran is not true. Even the word Quran is not an Arabic language. Quran itself is an
Mm.
Aramaic word. Qarra wara'a.
Okay. I see.
So,
I see.
uh, uh,
Mm.
so Muhammad, he
Mm.
is being a fool. He been accused. So how he answered them? He said, oh, they have a broken Arabic. Look at the Quran. It's not a broken Arabic. But this is stupid answer because you are an Arab, they are not, but they speak Arabic, but
Mm.
the Arabic is broken, but you are learning from them. You take the idea and you make a story about it.
Hmm. Jadi di Quran surah 16 ini surah lebah ya, tapi nggak ada hubungannya antara isi surah dengan isinya ya, antara judul surah dengan isinya. Ini ayat 103 dikatakan Muhammad itu dituduh mengambil Quran bacaan dari dua orang budak, teman-teman. Dalam bahasa Aramaik ya. Jadi membacakan dia, kemudian dituduh bahwa Quran ini diajarkan manusia kepada Muhammad. Jadi dikatakan ini sesungguhnya Al-Quran itu diajarkan oleh seorang manusia kepada Muhammad. Nah, tapi bagaimana caranya Muhammad membantahnya? Muhammad mengatakan, oh nggak betul. Karena orang-orang tersebut itu bahasanya bahasa ajam, bahasa asing gitu ya. Sedangkan Quran ini adalah dalam bahasa Arab yang jelas. Padahal itu nggak betul ya. Jadi Quran itu tidak murni bahasa Arab. Bahkan kata Quran dari kata karawara'a itu bukanlah bahasa Arab, teman-teman. So Quran is not an Arabic word. It's an Aramaic word.
Yes. Somebody in the chat is
Karawara'a.
asking, I will answer him and we continue. He said, explain to us why the word Allah appear in many translation, like in Arabic translation or Malaysian or Indonesian. Actually, you just answered yourself, because you will notice that those translation appear only in countries controlled by Muslims. The second you pass 1 meter
Yeah.
out, you don't have this translation. So, and this is telling us why. So the Muslim, they occupy the land through hundreds of years, 1400 years of occupation of ISIS. So they been forced to use certain word. Otherwise, they are killing them anyway. But they are killing them severely if they didn't say the name of Allah. So, and this is wrong. We should not use it. This is false. I will never pray to Allah, and Allah is not my God. So this is a false translation. Any Christian is using a Bible. In the translation, it says Allah, he should take it and replace it with the word Lord or Yahweh or Elohim, depend in the sentence. Don't ever use the word Allah. I hope I answer you. Go ahead.
Ya, jadi kenapa sih katanya ada pertanyaannya di chat ya, Sipi menjawab bahwa kenapa digunakan kata Allah ya di dalam Quran bahasa Arabik maupun bahasa Indonesia dan Malaysia. Karena ini negara yang dikontrol oleh Islam, teman-teman. Jadi dipaksakan menggunakan bahasa istilah Allah ini. Tetapi Sipi mengatakan aku tidak akan pernah berdoa kepada Allah ya, karena itu bukan Tuhanku. Jadi boleh diganti dengan Elohim, dengan Yodevave ataupun Lord ya atau Tuhan seperti itu. Okay.
All right. What the other question?
The last, yeah. The last question, brother, for you, so we can have interaction. Do you accept Muslims to ask you questions?
Oh, I would love to.
Or not?
Sure.
You would love to. Okay, so we will see if there's any Muslims would like to ask you. I'm still confused. I'm still wondering, how did the Quran compiled? Why Quran is in an chronological orders? So when I read the Quran, it's like a mess. It's like a puzzle. Even Muslims said to me, he said like, Miss Sophie, Quran is a puzzle. So whoever you get the, hidayah, or like, what is hidayah in English?
Guidance.
Guidance. Yeah, guidance in when you have a guidance of God, you can like put the puzzle together. Because when I read the Quran, I'm very confusing.
Okay.
And I read Surah Al-Baqarah, the chapter. It's like very confusing.
You want to translate your question to them? I mean, to tell them what you were saying?
Oh, okay. Ya, jadi aku bertanya kepada Christian Prince ya, bagaimana caranya Quran ini disusun? Kenapa Quran ini sangat tidak tersusun dengan rapi dan urut? Bahkan Muslim itu berkata kepada saya ketika saya berdebat dengan mereka, Quran ini seperti sebuah puzzle, dan dia mengatakan kalau kamu dapat hidayah, kamu bisa menyusun puzzle ini. Jadi kamu bisa ngerti apa artinya Quran. Karena ketika membaca Quran, misalnya surah Al-Baqarah ya, surah 2, semua nama nabi ada di situ, teman-teman, dan kita pusing karena tidak urut, dan this is like a mess, very unchronological, unlike the Bible.
Yeah. Okay, let me answer you.
Yeah.
So when they say that if you are a guided person, you will understand, tell them, do you? Do you?
They don't understand too.
They
like
don't.
I'm asking them about
not a single one of them.
Chapter 100.
Anything. They don't understand anything. Any chapter. Just you said there is Muslim when they ask me a question, let them call me and you will see they don't understand. So this is a false statement, because even Muhammad himself, he don't understand. Muhammad, he said to them, don't ask me questions. Chapter 5, verse 101. Ask not questions. Verse number 102, it says, why? Because they will leave Islam. So this is a false. And if the one who have a hidayah is the one who will know the answer, that is stupid. So how I will get the hidayah if I could not understand the meaning?
For example, brother, can I ask you about Surah 4, chapter 4, verse 65 or 64?
Chapter 4, verse number 65.
Surah 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, 60.
Okay. What about it?
Surah 4, verse 64.
64.
And we don't send,
okay.
We don't send any messenger except by the will of Allah. So who's talking here? Like I'm very confused. Like, if Allah is talking here, who is we?
You said 464?
Yeah, 464.
Yeah.
Like, who is we in this? Like, we don't know who's talking to who. Like, if this is Allah's word, then why he said that he
Well,
we here send the Rasul, but by the permission of Allah. It's like permission of another God.
yeah.
Like, he's talking like in the third person.
Yeah, well, all the Muslim they say,
Mm-hmm.
Allah He always speak in this way, and He speak
Mm-hmm.
about Himself as a third person or second person, but this is very stupid. Obviously, Muhammad always he forget to switch. Muhammad he have a switch, but it doesn't work. So he forget that the one is talking supposedly is Allah. So he should
Yeah, it
say,
was talking to Allah.
I never sent any messenger except to do this. But he forget
Yeah,
always to. But this is
by
not
my
really.
permission.
Yeah, but this is not a big deal actually. There's more horrible things. But translate, and I will show you another one.
Iya, jadi aku bertanya kenapa di surah 4 ayat 4 ini kami, yang katanya ini perkataan Allah, kami tidak mengutus seorang rasul melainkan untuk ditaati tapi dengan izin Allah. Jadi kayak seperti semacam orang ketiga. Siapa yang berkata-kata di sini? Gitu. Like even in surah Al-Anbiya, brothers, chapter 21, verse 112, Muhammad saying. So I asked Muslim, how can the word of Muhammad became first in the Quran? Like he said, like Quran is the word of God, but how can the word of Muhammad became Quran in Surah Al-Anbiya, right?
Yeah. Well,
I'm very
that
confused.
mentioned
How
at
this?
least twice in the Quran that this is the statement of Muhammad. But if you go just to show you how the Quran can be really awkward and stupid, I don't know if the translation there is saying that Muhammad have a sin. This is chapter 48, verse number 2. Does it say the word sin in the translation?
No, it's just Allah will forgive you. Oh yeah, of any of your sin, right? Yeah,
It says
sin.
sin.
Yeah, the word
But
sin.
look, it says,
Dosamu.
in Arabic it says, لِيَغْفِرَ لَكَ اللَّهُ مَا تَقَدَّمَ مِنْ ذَنْبِكَ وَمَا تَأَخَّرَ. Maybe Allah will
May
forgive
Allah,
you.
yeah,
So if the one
yeah,
is talking is Allah, Allah is not sure He will forgive or not. Don't Allah knew the future?
yeah.
You know.
Yes. This is very
So this
confusing.
is a
Jadi
prayer.
kalau
Obviously, this is a prayer. Can be accepted as a prayer. Muhammad making a statement saying, "May Allah forgive my sin," but it cannot be
hmm,
Allah saying, "May Allah forgive your sin."
iya. Jadi di ayat ini kita nggak tahu juga nih yang ngomong siapa ya. Ini harusnya doa seorang manusia. Karena kalau alam yang berkata di sini, mengapa Allah berkata supaya Allah? Jadi kalau Allah yang berkata di sini, mengapa Allah berkata supaya Allah memberi ampunan kepadamu terhadap dosamu yang telah lalu. Jadi ini aneh ya. Ini harusnya doa dari Muhammad kepada Allah yang supaya Allah bisa mengampuni dosanya dia gitu. Jadi kalau perkataan Allah nggak mungkin pakai kata supaya Allah memberi ampunan ya. Jadi ini sangat-sangat lucu sekali. Yeah, grammatically I cannot accept this that this is the word of God. This is the word of man, obviously.
All the Quran is like that actually, and the Quran,
Mm,
uh, like here
he
as an
is
example,
like,
and
uh-huh.
it is he who
It is
do
he,
it, he
yeah.
who it
He
doesn't make
who, yeah,
sense.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
It should be it is I, right? I will forgive your sin.
Yeah, and when Allah He say we, the Muslim they say this is like speaking like a king, but that mean
Mm.
Allah He feel not good if we call Him one. He like to be we, because what make Allah feel
Hmm.
pleasant is to call Himself we. Go translate.
Iya, jadi kadang-kadang kita nggak tahu ya siapa yang berbicara di situ. Muslim mengatakan we itu lah bicara seperti seorang majesty gitu ya, raja gitu. Tapi sebenarnya kita nggak tahu tuh siapa yang bicara di situ ya, di dalam Quran itu teman-teman ini benar-benar membingungkan ya. Padahal harusnya kami itu adalah Allah itu sendiri. Gitu. Oke.